Alright, welcome family. This is kind of a new form of video that I'm trying out. In this video, I will basically just be reviewing the prospectus of DOLLA Financial Limited. I hope you like the video, and if you actually want to see more of these videos, because I have quite a few stocks that I've actually run some numbers and run through. If you guys interested in something like that, just comment down below. Remember to smash the like button for YouTube algorithm. And with that said, let's get into the review. So, what is DOLLA Financial Services Limited? DOLLA Financial Services was incorporated in Jamaica in 2009 and it commenced operations October 2014. The company is a subsidiary of the private equity investment company First Rock Capital Holding Limited. The company initially offered cambio and remittances services. However, in 2016, the company decided to solely focus all its resources to offer microfinancing solutions and discount its other services. The company lending was boosted by the first acquisition of the loan portfolio that was owned by the now CEO Kadeen Mars, and this was followed by a private placement of shares in capital equating to 75% of the equity of the company, contributing to the raise of additional funding for expansion. Subsequently, the company has raised additional funding through debt issues and preference share issues. The capital raise allowed DOLLA to execute on its strategy of providing a wide range of loan products to a diversified customer base, both locally and overseas. Starting from a single branch in 2014 to now having 8 branches across Jamaica, located in Fairview, Mandeville, Discovery Bay, Savannah Lamar, Junction, Lucy, Barnett Street, and Kingston. And also they have a branch in Georgetown, Guyana. Due to the company's extensive branch network, the group disbursed over $2.3 billion in loans since the inception and generated profits before tax attributed to shareholders $167.8 million. And as of its year ending December 31st, 2021. So as it relates to the IPO, the general offer is up to 500 million shares. A total of 212,500,000 shares have been reserved for the general public, while 287,500,000 shares has been initially reserved for the subscription of company applicants, that are persons that are working there, key partners, and their mentor. All shares, including the reserved shares, are all being sold at $1 per share, and offer opens 9 a.m. May 27 and will be closed the 10th of June 2022 at 4:30 p.m. The thing is, I believe that this IPO will open and close before June 10th, so I would say try getting in from even this week or even tomorrow. Victoria Mutual is the receiving agent, so they're issuing it, but as you know, you can also use any other broker. You have JMMB, NCB, any other broker out there. Essentially, the proceeds of the funds, 250 million, is to expand their loan portfolio regionally through acquisitions as well as organic growth and to strengthen their capital base. And then the other $250 million will be from the sales of existing shareholders that want to exit. I might ask, there's also benefits that from a junior company and a successful list on the platform, you get 100% of profit will be exempted from tax for the first 5 years, and in the following 5 years you only pay 50%. The corporate structure is that 75% of the company is owned by First Rock Private Equity Limited and 25% is owned by Equity Capital Management Limited, and then you have DOLLA Financial Services Limited, and that company owns DOLLA Guyana. Their interest income generated products, there are 8 of them. You have the DOLLA Micro Funder, and is tailored for micro enterprise to support working capital and facilitate the purchase of fixed assets. This essentially is ideal for businesses that may be overlooked by the traditional banking sector. You also have the Dollar SME Grow. This gives small and medium-sized enterprises who have been in operation for over 12 months the boost they need to execute growth plans that will benefit the entity in the long term. You have Dollar Elite. It's targeted to entrepreneurs and high net worth clients. So this type of loan essentially assists with unexpected account payables. Typically, the client does not offer a traditional brick and mortar business but secures the loans with fixed assets such as land, motor vehicle, and equipment using business. You have Dollar Line of Credit geared towards high net worth clients to offer instant access to funds up to a predetermined limit. You have Dollar Value Personal. This product caters to employees of both private and public companies seeking funding for legitimate personal use. You have One and Ready, and essentially it's a new loan specially designed for existing and potential taxi operators. This product will allow qualifying customers to acquire or upgrade their vehicle. You have MediPay, and the purpose of this product is to finance costs of medical and cosmetic procedures for qualifying customers from select partnering medical companies. You have Fix Up a Bar, which I think is self-explanatory, designed for existing bar owners to acquire American Roulette and other gaming machines for their business. You also have 4Pay, and this product is designed to allow potential customers to style up their home and pay over time. And the company also customize loan products for larger borrowers on a case-by-case basis. As you can see, most of their revenue would come from the Dollar Elite and the Dollar Value Personal. Alright, so share allocation. So as of March 31st, the share allocation is First Rock Private Equity Limited has 75%. You have the Equity Capital Management Limited with 25%, and that will total 100% of the company. However, after the issuance of the shares, First Rock will now have 60%, the equity will have 20%, the general public will have 8.5%, and the reserve shares for company applicant and key partners will be 5 and 6.5 respectively. Do note that this company does not own any real property, so do not own any real equity. As you can see, these are all material contracts, so basically they don't own anything. So all the properties are leased. As you can see, lease for Barbican, Fairview, Kingston 6, St. Anne, Discovery Bay, Mandeville, Manchester, Guyana lease. They have a few debts. They have GK, as you can see right here, so it says security registered to secure, which is 300 million. They only secure 250 million. They also have two loans outstanding. They have a $100 million loan from First Rock Capital at a 12% interest rate, and a fixed rate loan of $1 million US from Derman Traders Limited at 11%. You have the board of directors. You have Ryan Reed, which is as you know, the CEO of First Rock. You have Christopher Young, a director. You have Kadeen Myers, which is a CEO and an executive director, and he's the only person on the board of directors that actually works within the organization. You have Dane Patterson, independent director. You have Michael Banbury, the director. You have Lisa Lewis, which is an independent director. First thing first, I want you guys to take a break and meet their mentor. So her name is Tanya Waldron Gooden, and I'm just going to read part. I'll pause it so that you can see part of it. But she is the mentor and director of Main Event Entertainment Group, Express Catering Limited, Derman Trading Company Limited, Pertree Jamaica, Caribbean Flavor and Fragrance, and she also director of Chicken Mistress Limited, Ajas Limited, First Rock Private Equity, and Island Grill Holding Limited. So she has a lot of experience. I'll leave it at that. Alright, so if you reached this far in the video, thanks. So what we're going to do, we're going to speak about the highlights, and then we'll just look at the financials briefly. Alright, so the highlights, this is basically from the 2017, from June, as it said, June in 2017 to December 2021. And if you just look at the 5-year financial, you notice income has steadily increased, and also operating expenses has also gradually increased. However, the net profit for the first year did decrease, but then it increased and then decrease again and increase so far. We assume it might continue going forward at least for the next year or so. So you can see the chart, ironic uptrend. And the same for the net interest income. The balance sheet assets, even though apparently they don't own any physical assets, has been increasing, as well as their liabilities. So when you check it out, shareholder equity took a real hit in 2020, but apparently picked up in 2021 significantly. So apparently for the first 3 years they were running a charity, so they were giving away money. But 2020, 2021 picked up. Investments has been consistent. That means they've been investing in stuff. And the cash and cash equivalent, which more than likely maybe like CDs and them short-term things there, and cash has been steadily going up. Efficiency ratio, meaning how well them really collect them money and so on, gradually it declined basically. Net interest margin have significantly increased actually. They have very high margin. That is interesting. And the non-performing loans, which are loans that you lend out money but you don't collect back, alright, 5% is ideal, but 2020 they suffered a little hit, but in 2021 they picked back up. So I did see something else here. So right here now, so their service as the loan portfolio, so they have monies lent out to different sectors: construction, others, business processes, manufacturing, tourism, trucking. So what they have done is diversified their portfolio, so they're not necessarily in any one particular industrial loan, which is good, because if you only have like 1 or 2 industries, if those get hit, then you get knocked. And tourism, as you can see, they kind of reduce them tourism lending, because the whole running stuff. And manufacturing and transportation, as you can see, has been the big ones, and construction. As it relates to personal, you can see what they have done. They have a lot of business loan. A good amount is secure business loan, that minimum of assets that are backing these loans. And unsecured personal loan is relatively high, 30%, and then secured personal loan is 3%, and unsecured business loan is 3%. So now to the valuation aspect, and we're going to see if we can figure out a little bit more about the company using the numbers rather than all the fanciness that they're showing us. Although they give us 2 years, which basically is unfair, because they're going to show you the worst year and then the better year. But we also can do that. Alright family, so what I was going to do was going to just go through this. I was going to give you some ratios that I had calculated early on, but I took it off because your video already long enough. So I'm just going to get to the actual important part, which is what the main companies that issued out some valuation. These are persons way smarter than me. And yeah, so what I did was essentially just take the main figures that I had and just work with it. For Grace, the PE was like the trade, they're doing the industry average, so it was on the low end 0.82 up to the high end 1.5 for the PE ratio. These that you see in pinkish orangish colorish, these are the trailing PEs, trailing PE and trailing PB, and this is the trailing, well, this is actually just the PB for the company as right now. For Berita, Victoria Mutual, they're a selling agent, so their target price, which is what they value at, is $2.18
However, them are spiced up because them wanted to sell off and thing, which it did, right? Also for GK it is 19. For GK it's $1.97, and for Berita it's $1.98. So 97% upside, 93% upside, and for Victoria Mutual is 118% upside. What I just did the average of them, so it'd be 203 across these three analysts that did their stuff. And yeah, so the average is $2.03. And it going pop off. So I know the video is a bit late, but still good enough to watch. And if you are still watching up to this point, as an incentive for you being probably the last person watching this video, I will send you $500 and links. Just comment your link address down in the description, and yeah, that's cause your own person gonna know say if you comment your link address down in the description. I can reach out to him on Instagram. Anyway, so that is it. Make sure to smash that one for YouTube algorithm. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Catch you next one. Peace.